where Aston Villa remains winless as Newcastle. But on the headlines, Bruno Fernandes hit 100th goal in 200 Premier League appearances. And finally, onto the EPL, where Manchester United has edged Chelsea 2-1 at the Old Trafford Stadium. We'll take a short break. When we get back, we'll dish out what we've got for you on the program today. Do not touch that dial. Yes, sir. Glad you're still there. You're still onto Sports Diaries, coming to you from no other station but iPower 102.7 FM. First on the list of our top stories this morning. Nigeria Falconets defeated Rwanda 1-0 in the first leg of the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women World Cup second round. First leg qualifying tie with Kigali on Sunday. Alaba Olabi netted the decisive goal for Nigeria 20 minutes from time. Olabi nodded Miracle Usani's corner kick after she was left unmarked inside the box. Moses Aduko side failed to add the advantage despite created more chances in the game. The second leg will hold at the Lagos Salami Stadium at Damasinga, Ibadan next week, Sunday. A draw will be enough for the Falconets to secure their passage into the next round. Now talking Arsenal Man City draw. Erling Haaland early goal was cancelled out by the late finish from Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli stoppage time goal earned Arsenal a 1-1 draw with Man City at the Emirates Stadium yesterday. Haaland opened the scoring in the 9th minute after Tijani Rajinda's ramping run ended with a neat pass into the striker's path. The Norwegian made no mistakes, drilling the ball into the bottom corner to give City the lead for their first clear opportunity. For large periods thereafter, City sat deep and defended, forcing Arsenal to manufacture chances against the compact back line. Momentum came in Arsenal's favor when Mikel Arteta introduced Eberechieze and Bukayo Saka at the halftime. The Gunners peppered Donnarumma with shots, but the Italian produced several important saves to keep City ahead. After 7 minutes of the added time, Arsenal finally found a breakthrough. Substitute Martinelli timed his run perfectly to meet the aerial pass from Eberechieze, cheekily lobbing Donnarumma in the 90-plus third minute and sending the Emirates into a rapture. The goal sparked wild celebration among the home crowd and denied City all 3 points. The result leaves Arsenal on the 10th point as the Premier League heads for the international break soon. Now talking EPL, Aston Aston Villa remains winless this season after blowing a 1-goal and a man advantage in a 1-1 draw with Sunderland, while Newcastle were held 0-0 at the Bournemouth yesterday. Villa rise over recent years under the tutelage of Unai Emery has come to a halt as they remain in the bottom 3 with just 3 points from their opening 5 games. Emery's men could barely have asked for a better opportunity to end their wait for victory after Sunderland defender Ronaldo Mandava was shown a red card on the 33rd minute for kicking out Matty Cash. Villa had failed to score in their previous 4 leagues, but did finally break the drought when Cash tried his luck from the long range and Sunderland goalkeeper Robin Roofs was deceived by the power to swerve on the full-back strike. The lead lasted just 8 minutes as Wilson Isidore pounced on Granit Xhaka, headed forward for his 3rd goal in as many games as the Stadium of Light in the Premier League. Only Watkins missed 2 late chances to snatch all the 3 points from Villa as the England striker remains without a goal this season. Sunderland have made a great start to their quest to end the run of the promoted side, being relegated straight back to the Championship. The Black Cats sit 7th after losing only 1 at their open 5 fixtures. Newcastle are also struggling for goals in the absence of departed Alexander Isak. Adekoya's men have drawn all 3 of their away games this season, 0-0, and will be happy just to come away from Bournemouth with a point after a short turnaround from 2-1 Champions League defeat to Barcelona on Thursday. Made 7 changes to freshen up his side, including the return of record signing Nick Waltmade up front. In a game few chances, Bournemouth left the best effort until stoppage time when Nick Pope saved Justin Clifford's free kick. A point was enough to edge Bournemouth up to the 3rd for a few hours at least. Arsenal can close in on leaders Liverpool and go second should the Gunners beat title rivals Manchester City in a match showdown. Liverpool are 6 points clear of Arsenal and 9 points ahead of City thanks to their perfect start after 5 games. Still talking sports, where we've got Super Eagles striker Tolu Arokodare and Victor Boniface enduring disappointing home debuts as the forward suffered defeat on their respective home ground at the weekend. Arokodare Premier League home debut proved particularly bruising as Wolverhampton Wanderers slumped to a 3-1 defeat to Leeds United at the Molineux on Saturday. The striker, signed from Janganga on deadline day, started the match but could not leave Wolves, who recorded their 5th straight loss to remain bottom of the table without a single point this season. Meanwhile, in Germany, Boniface featured a Werder Bremen 3-0 home loss in Freiburg, coming on to the halftime for Justin Injima, but unable to prevent another flat display from his side. Felix Agu completed 90 minutes in the same match as Bremen, who sit on just 4 points for 4 games, were comprehensively beaten at home. Elsewhere in England, Christos Ute remained on the bench for Crystal Palace 2-1 win. Away at West Ham, goals from John-Philippe Mateta and Tyreek Michel gave Oliver Glasner's side 3 valuable points, but Uche wait for his full palace debut continues at Nottingham Forest. Neither Taiwo Awoni or Olaino made the squad for the 1-1 draw at Burnley. Awoni had slipped out of favour at the City ground, while Aino is sidelined until December following surgery on an injury picked up during the international break. In Germany, Kevin Akpoguma was a late substitute as Hoffenheim were thrashed 4-1 at home by Bayern Munich. By the time the Nigerian defender came in the 83rd minute, Hurricane had already completed its hat-trick, including 2 penalties, leaving Hoffenheim crushing shadows. Next weekend offers no respite for the Bremer duo, with Agu and Boniface facing the daunting task of a trip to champions Bayern Munich. Now talking Syria League, Nigerian striker Gift Orban scored for the penalty spot 12. Hellas Verona upset Syria giants Juventus in the 1-1 draw yesterday, ending the Blackoni's perfect start to the season. Orban converted a 44th minute penalty after handball by Joao Mario to cancel out Francisco Koselkao opener and deny Juventus all 3 points at the Stadio Marcantonio Bentegodi. Juventus had taken the lead in the 19th minute through Conceição, who was making his first appearance since suffering a muscle injury earlier this month. The Portuguese winger picked up kept run to round pass and caught in from the right, dribbling past Verona players before finishing with his left foot from the edge of the box. Another one on the greatest of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo. He scored a brace at the Al Southampton Riyadh 5-1 on Saturday. The 40-year-old forward continues to defy age and expectations as he braces in the 33rd and 76th minute further solidifies Al title challenger. Ronaldo's relentless scoring form shows no sign of slowing, with the Portuguese icon regularly contributing goals and assists since his move to Saudi Arabia in January 2023. Al-Nassr is currently first in the Saudi Pro League on goal difference, which signifies a strong start for the 2025-2026 season. Still talking sports with this jaw-breaking one for Man U fans out there. Manchester United defeated Chelsea 2-0 in a thrilling Premier League clash at the Old Trafford Stadium. On Saturday, Chelsea were reduced to a 10-man early in the match when goalkeeper Robert Sanchez received a red card in the 4th minute for a reckless challenge on Brian Mbeumo. Manchester United took advantage of that situation with Bruno Fernandes scoring in the 14th minute and Casemiro doubling the lead on the 37th minute. Just before halftime, Casemiro was sent off, leaving both sides with 10 players. Chelsea pulled one back in the 80th minute through a header by Trevor Chalobah from Reece James' cross. Despite dominating possession in the final minutes, Chelsea could not find an equalizer. The result leaves Manchester City with the 3 crucial points at home, while Chelsea continue their search for a win at Old Trafford. I guess Manchester United fans can proudly wear their jerseys around and be proud of their team's success. And now onto the transfer scene, where Liverpool could be set to enter the race for Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba. It has been revealed that the Cameroon international has been heavily linked with Manchester United this summer, but it is reported that their Premier League rivals are now also tracking his progress. A move for Baleba in January isn't expected to be sanctioned, as Brighton remain extremely reluctant to let him go midway through the season. Nevertheless, an offer in excess of 100 million euros may be enough to secure a deal for the talented 21-year-old next summer. Next up, we take a flight into the fixtures that happened this weekend, last weekend, and their scores. We will also be looking at fixtures that will be happening today and tomorrow. Beginning from the just concluded weekend Premier League matches on Saturday, Liverpool and Everton played side by side. Liverpool beating Everton in a 2-1 victory. Brighton and Hove Albion played with Tottenham Hotspur. They had a draw of 2-2. Burnley and played Nottingham Forest, and it was also a draw 1-1. West Ham United played Crystal Palace, where Crystal Palace beat West Ham United with a score of 2-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers played with Leeds United, with Leeds United taking the lead with a 3-1 victory. Manchester United and Chelsea played on Saturday, with Manchester United taking the lead with a 2-1 victory against Chelsea. Fulham played with Brentford, with Fulham taking the lead with a 3-1 victory against Brentford. Now moving to the English Champions League that happened on Saturday, with Blackburn Rovers playing with Ipswich Town, where Blackburn Rovers beat Ipswich Town to a victory of 1-0. Birmingham City and Swansea City played side by side, with Birmingham City beating Swansea City 1-0. Leicester City and Coventry City played side by side, with neither getting a score and both going on with a 0-0. Queen Park Rangers and Stoke City played, where Queen Park Rangers beat Stoke City with a victory of 1-0. Derby County played with Preston North End, with Derby County losing to Preston North End, and Preston North End going on with a 1-0. Hull City played with Southampton. Hull City beat Southampton a 3-1 victory. Norwich City and Wrexham played 2-3, with Wrexham having a 3, while Norwich City having 2. Portsmouth played with Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday beating Portsmouth to a 2-0 victory, and Sheffield United played with Charlton Heart, with Charlton Heart beating Sheffield United to a 1-0 victory. Now to the matches that were played yesterday, talking English Premier League. AFC Bournemouth and Newcastle played side by side, with both going on with a 0-0. Sunderland played with Aston Villa, with both going with a draw of 1-1, and Arsenal and Manchester City played on Sunday, with both going with a draw of 1-1. Now talking English Champions League, where Bristol City and Oxford United played side by side, with Oxford United beating Bristol City with a 3-1 victory. And for matches that are going to be played today, talking English Champions League, Millwall will play with Watford, and it's supposed to have happened by 8 p.m. with the Nigerian, now talking Nigerian Professional League, where Katsina United were going side by side with Wiki Tourist, and this match is going to be played by 4 p.m. And with that, we've come to a wrap on today's program. Yes, today we have something big happening. It's the Ballon d'Or. And I guess we sports fans have our hopes high on who and how and where it will be received. And with that, we've come to a wrap on today's program. Many thanks for staying with us on today's edition of Sports Diaries. And many thanks to those who have made today's program possible. And to those who have worked with me, I'd say a very big thank you. See you tomorrow, same time, same station. Until then, I remain your favorite sports diva. Keep loving the game and stay sporting. God bless you.